Just make sure my tags and stuff are good. And ooh, the back end of YouTube. Got some tags, and then Stanley Parable. Okay, sick. So this is gonna be my first time ever playing Stanley Parable. Luckily, I'm completely blind to it. I don't know anything about it. Haven't watched anyone play the game in my life. Just know that there's multiple endings and you're in an office building or something. I don't really know. So I'm just gonna pop open Steam. Let's go. Playing with a controller. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, hold on, we're not displaying it in full screen here. Alright, so what we're gonna do. Alright, that's gonna be my Stanley. Where's my Stanley? Oh no. It doesn't wanna. It's gonna be really tiny, I guess? Or do I just have to go into my game settings here? Yeah, that's probably it. It's 4x3, why? Okay, full division. Okay, hold up. So that'll probably fix that. Anti-aliasing, I don't really care. VSync, cool. Back detail low. Let's just set it all the way up. I mean, doubt this game is really gonna hurt my computer. But yeah, sorry about that. Things look good now. Let's just get into it. The end is never. Alright.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay. Figured.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's
Severance
job
vibes.
was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month.
Severance,
of
the
every
movie of
year.
this?
And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. As he came to his wits and regained...
Oh. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, it feels like a mouse and keyboard type thing. Let me see about the... Wait, hold on. I could be like radical gamer. How does that feel? Oh my god. Yeah, nah. I'm not trying to like 360 no scope a keyboard. Yeah, that seems fine. Ah, whatever, fuck it. What just happened? Oh, why? Alright, if I can make it through the settings, then we can get to the game. Crazy. Alright. Pro gamer moment. Okay, that seems a little better. Yeah. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Well, I just did something there.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh my god, shut up, narrator. Okay, so it's gonna be like that, huh? Is there like a jump or anything? Wait, crouch? Crouch and interact, so far what I got. Come on, really? It's funny, I was just playing Dead Space, so I want to hold the little trigger run. What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I just go right instead?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I guess, yeah. So, like, none of these doors are gonna open? Is that...
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking it? Okay. Man, inflation already got this game, $1.25.
Yes, really, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm just gonna keep not listening to see what
Stanley was so
happens.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. Is that forklift? Like, I can't jump up the... If they gave you a jump button, that'd be perfect. Supposed to say don't... Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
What is
foot
this, Amazon?
here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Oh wait, I just realized I should put subtitles on. 2 speakers, yeah.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Oh no. The other way was way louder.
Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Why is he so quiet now? Is the captions? Whatever.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What? Wait.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
The fuck?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Let me just...
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Alright.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh god.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Okay.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Is he telling me, like, if I went the other way, like, what would have happened?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some
meta
new path,
context on playing the game.
Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Cool commentary.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer.
Yeah.
That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
Oh god.
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Alright. I'm gonna see if there's like a timer. If it... Kinda like... Press other buttons, maybe? Damn it, I think I have to press it.
You see? Can he just not
Dick.
hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I
Alright.
can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules.
My
I
God,
simply play to my
the
intended
claustrophobia
purpose,
I'm
the same
feeling,
as
just
Stanley.
like,
We're not so different, I suppose.
ugh,
I'll try once
it's like
more
being
to
in an
convey all
elevator
this
in a
to
game.
him.
Like, I just,
I'm compelled to. I must.
ah.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay, I guess that's an ending. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So now
Stanley
I'll
decided to go to the meeting room.
I'll actually
Perhaps he
listen
had
to what he
simply missed
says.
a memo.
It was what, the door on the left you wanted me to go through? Or no, I should.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
I
doors,
did completely
he entered
not
the
what he
door
said
on his
last
left.
time. I'll do completely what he says this time. Work it from there. So what? Yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Do not
Stanley
alter
decided
without
to go up
consulting
to
the
his
whiteboard
boss's
manager.
office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Targets. Who moved my desk? To complete today's agenda. Is there any kind of like Easter egg or something that might use slides to be sure? Oh my God, that's such a PowerPoint. That's so good. Stickies, money, 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 more things but money. Yeah, this right here, this is modern gaming. This is EA. This is battle passes. Yep. Yeah, what's popular? Money. Wait. Wait. Boss appreciation thing. Is that? I don't know. I was just wondering if maybe like something popped up on those charts. Broom closet? It did say something about the broom. Wait. I can open it. Okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, there should be something, right?
There was nothing here. No choice to make,
Shut up.
no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I feel like this game is like meta and like it screws with
It was
your
baffling that Stanley was
expectations.
still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh my God, took me a minute to realize what that meant.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Wait.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Is this working?
You do realize there's no
I don't-
choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I feel like it's not then.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Is that? It keeps going though. Like,
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my god.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion
He's not
about
wrong.
what's going on right now. You're dead.
Well, you
got
said I
to
was
this
dead in the
broom
last
closet,
one, so fuck it.
explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the floor.
Oh, he meant
Well,
like...
in a situation
okay.
like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
Oh my god.
The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
As long as it's giving me different dialogue, I mean... Unless that was it. Really? Really? No more?
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Huh. Okay. Is that just a troll? Is that
Coming to a
influence
staircase,
anything?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, I said I'm gonna obey him, so let's... Next time I'll go down, I guess. What's this way, though? Okay. Oh, no, let me through.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Wait, I
What
have
he
a
could
pointer.
not have known
That's
was
weird.
that the keypad behind the boss's desk
That's
guarded
why.
the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
What if I put the
Amazing.
wrong code?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Is it like every option is available? Like how meta does this get? Well, this is kind of like where it was in the last ending. I'm not... Okay. My god, I'm just feeling like Dead Space right now. Where's the zombies? Choo 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 choo, shoot them. Wait, what? A loading screen.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, it's because now you have a human player, right? Like,
Stanley
Is that
walked
the
straight
thing?
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
alright. There's so many branching paths that alright. Lots of things I want to try. What the hell? Is this back to the desk?
The lights rose on an enormous room
What are
packed
the
with
numbers?
television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh my god, this is like the thing in
Did he
X-Men.
have the strength to find out?
Dr. Xavier's room. It's like where he does like the mental stuff. Cameras? Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Whoa.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the
God,
number
that's
of an
so hard to
employee
look
in the
at.
building.
Okay, that's better.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, so this is like
This
a
mind
2D
control
or
facility, it was
second-person
too
game.
horrible to believe it
I
couldn't
think.
be true. Had Stanley really been
Oh,
under someone's control all this
427,
time?
right?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to
programmed
accept
that way,
him
bro.
blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah.
But here was the proof. The heart of...
Well, I gotta turn my heat up. It's a little cold. Back in action.
the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or
This is
content.
Severance.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What the hell? Okay, I guess just press through. Aw, shit, it runs Linux.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood
Off
for.
button, then. Okay.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I get it, the
And
irony.
yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even
fuck it.
power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Is that...
Perhaps his goal
looks like a
had not been
random-ass
to
town, right?
understand, but to let go.
Yeah?
No longer
Power
would anyone
lines.
tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will
shit.
be his.
Looks like
That was all they
England,
needed to
kinda? With like the
It
rock
was
wall.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Wait,
Stanley stepped through the open door.
can I?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin,
Okay.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, but that ain't it, is it? Okay. The end is never the end is never the end is never. Oh my god. The end is never the end, but it's also the end is never.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So this time I'll do. I only remember one
When
branching
Stanley
path.
came
If I
to
go
a
the
set of
opposite.
two open doors, this was not the
Shut
correct
up.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
gonna
he
go
wanted to
all the
stop
way
by the
to-
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The employee lounge to admire
Wow.
it.
Yes.
It's so great.
This room. What but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on
Yep.
his left.
We'll take this now.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But where is this the way? Like, is it? No, fuck. Hold on. Damn it. Wait, this isn't the same because there's no broom closet, is there?
Yet there was not a single
room
person
closet's out
there
here.
either. Feeling a
Alright,
wave
we gotta
of
go this way
disbelief,
then. We'll try
Stanley
the
decided to
alternate
go
paths.
up to his boss's
the
office,
room
hoping he
closet.
might find an answer there. Coming to
we'll
a
do down.
staircase, Stanley walks
Let's go.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Nah, shut up. Wait, what's underneath the stairs? Anything? Nah. Hang out here and start gooning.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered
Parking?
the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had
station
left
wagon
his
guy?
post during work
That's so
hours.
weird,
He
like,
might be fired for that.
how'd you even-
And in such a competitive economy,
Sure.
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers
So, going
blinking
downstairs-
mysteriously
oh
out
my
of
God, that reminds me
existence
of,
in a single moment for no reason at all.
the other game.
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered
The
this,
illusion
he began
game.
to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Because it's a
And for
fucking
that
video
matter,
game.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Oh my God,
Really
I am
simply
looping.
repeating. No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This
Nah,
can't
this
be
is brown
real.
now.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Wait, now we're
I'm
looped around.
dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley
But
felt
now-
to
wait,
have finally
can't
found
go
an
backward
answer,
through.
an explanation. His co-workers
Can't go
weren't
backward
actually
through.
gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too
Wait,
appeared.
what?
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the
lucid, can I keep
strangest question of
controlling?
them all entered Stanley's head.
Start
One he was
modding.
amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
This is what
Now the
happens
voice
when
was
you go
describing
downstairs,
itself being
okay?
considered by Stanley, who found it particularly
Just
strange.
the
I'm
room,
dreaming
or,
about a voice describing me,
PT?
thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice
He's
spoke to
thinking
all
about the
people
thoughts
in
he's
their
thinking he
dreams,
thought.
the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Am I
Believing that
crawling?
if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as
What?
awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock.
This just goes to show you how good, like,
After all,
dialogue and
he knew
story
for
can
certain,
get you
beyond
through a
doubt,
game.
that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely, if he could just...
This
He
is
would
inner
prove it.
monologue.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself
No,
to wake up.
no, no.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on
Oh,
his back,
I do have a heated
the
blanket, and a
fresh
weighted
air of
blanket,
the
so
world
I get
outside
that.
this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Okay.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue
Is that the
pushing the
ending?
buttons. Please.
Was I
It's
went
all I
downstairs and just screwed me?
I want my apartment,
Okay.
and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Okay, so that's the second time we had
My
the apartment
life is
and the wife.
normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Well, no.
I am okay.
Oh man, this really treads on the existential crises that I have. Are we in a
Stanley
simulation?
began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is
Oh,
Stanley.
God.
I have a
This is
boss.
getting
I have an
uncomfortable.
office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
What?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
What the fuck?
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
Oh my god.
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career.
Do I get to play as her?
And by extension, the rest of her life. She
Player
had no
two?
time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh god. Oh god. This game is fucked up. Wait, am I... Okay, I'm still Stanley, right? Yeah. Oh god, that just... Yeah, hit my existential...
When
Ugh.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Or-
he entered the door on his left.
Trying to remember which... Okay, I'll go on the right, and then I'll
This
go
was
to the
not
cut
the
through, and
correct
I'll
way
go
to the
down.
meeting room, and Stanley knew
I think it's the
perfectly
last
well.
thing on this
Perhaps he
side.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep, it's such a good employee lounge.
The
Look at
lounge
it.
was
Soda,
sublime, a work of
$1.25.
art.
Nice.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
Yeah,
walked
what?
straight ahead to the opposite door,
Too bad,
and
narrator.
got back on track.
Nope. Free will. Okay, so this is like ending number 3 I'm working
But
on.
Stanley
4?
didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Wait, what? What do you mean it's left? Oh. Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Wait, what?
No,
Trolling?
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute?
Come on, guy. It's gonna be this third door?
Now, let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
Oh, that should have
I
been
got
Konami
it.
code.
This
Would have been
story
great.
is absolutely, definitely this way.
Alright. Let's go check it out. What the fuck? Dude, that's a cool way. I like that, actually. This is so much like that other, illusion game. Wait. What the hell?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
It would have been cool if I saw myself down
It's
there.
rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this
No.
time, suppose we don't wander
No.
so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So now I'm gonna obey.
When
or-
Stanley... Wait, what?
What?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
Wait, what?
I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
You can't give me like 5 doors and like just. Damn it! All right, left. Alright, that goes there. Then. Is all the doors open now? What the fuck? What?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
What
Well,
the
I find it
fuck?
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What? What? I was like going through the back rooms.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Is
could
that
it
where
mean?
it came from? Like
Stanley
what?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So.
Okay,
wait,
it's worse.
What?
I might be remembering this wrong.
What?
It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
How is this
Why don't
still
we go
part
back
of
the other
what?
direction and see if we missed anything?
What? Back the way I came? Okay. Is this back to my desk? Or, wait, what?
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
What?
No, wait.
Wait.
Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and
I gotta
retrace
keep-
our steps.
Spinning around? Like, what? This is playing with,
Now
like,
this-
liminal spaces.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
Ah.
I can't quite recall, but I believe
This is
my
my favorite
story
spot
took
in the
place
game
an
so
office
far.
building.
I like those out in the woods.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh,
Is
no.
that-
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Alright.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. But wait, am I...
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Wait. What? But this... But wait. Wait, but that's a new way, but I want to not... So many options.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. Had to check it out, wait, was that... No, spilled coffee. Alright, where...
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no
That
story
still looks
there?
like the...
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is
What?
inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure
This
where
is...
I was going.
Yeah.
You know
What?
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What? I love how slimes are unhinged. Wait, what? That's so blurry. How is it blurry? I love how this line is just fuck it. How long do I have to listen to this? What the fuck? No. Follow along. Oh my god. What is going on? Can I get the narrator back, please?
Cut the music.
Thank you.
Go back and look at that fern.
Wait, what? What?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I fucking doubt it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
What the fuck? Where does this go to? Wait, what? The fuck? I came back around. I go this way through here. I think. What?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I'm so confused. Like, am I still progressing through this ending? Or like,
You know what, Stanley? I say
I
forget
guess so.
the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
Set the
daring,
fern.
mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, I don't think I've been this way yet.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our
Wait.
story to be?
We're in
Go
infinite.
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Oh, now
I'm
turn.
ready for it.
Big
Oh,
fucking
no, not
dicks.
you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No
Okay.
lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Wait,
Ah, a choice.
The
We
Matrix.
get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay,
Oh my
so
God,
I
this
know
way.
that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny
what
awaits.
if I look this way? That's the right door. Wait, what? The confusing. The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Deviate from the main
The
room.
confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's
Wait.
really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Identical island.
My mind goes blank
Something
simply because it's
30
written
cents
here
game
on this,
eight.
this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game.
Oh my
I won't
God.
do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Now he's getting
And the timer
sentenced.
is now stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait.
So
you know.
where hillside
I suppose in
music,
some
return to
way
the room.
that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
Final line
I'm not
again.
quite sure if we're in the destination
Find the
or
confusing
the journey.
schedule,
They're
research the
always
game.
saying that life is
Somewhere
about
right
the
here.
journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
Alright.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley came
Yeah, I
to a
went
set of
right
two
and I went
open doors,
downstairs.
he entered the door on his left.
So let me try. What is it to go up to the boss
Yet there was not a single person here either.
and input the
Feeling
wrong
a wave
code?
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find him. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. boss's office. Let me come over here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I'm trying to figure out. There's like 2 more splits.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So, let me go with escape. See how
Although this
goes.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Wait. Is it like an infinity hallway?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Wait, no, never mind. Here we go. What the fuck? What is that? Well, what if I walk around it? No, I can't. We're still going? Okay.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no
Is this what
results,
it's like to just
like
be
plugging the
a
eyeballs
character?
of a blind
Like,
man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
no, I'm gonna duck. Wait. Did it work?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait. What? Wait. Whoa. Is that...
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What the Kingdom Hearts?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that
Wait.
Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Is this my little office? That's the way to go. That's the way. Wait. Office layout, blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. Okay. So, you go through here. Blah 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 through there. And that's the 2 doors. Quarter of the That's so cute. What's this? nature paintings. I feel like I've seen some of them on like Google backgrounds. Wait, Stanley's computer. It's an office thing. It's a fucking whatever. Fine cabinets. Office solitaire. Okay. I really do feel like Severance is based on this. Button sounds. What sound? Keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. What do we got up here? Credits. Cool. Well, thank you, Jesus, for programming it. Oh, and the impeccable Kevin Brayton as oh, he's narrator? Yo, alright, my man. You're like the whole game. Made using Source with Valve? Alright. No wonder this is a critically acclaimed game. Source Engine, can you just download that? What the fuck? Like Unreal Unity? What is this? Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. What the fuck? The action game. Well, shortly after starting to build it, that narrator. That was too jokey, you know. No, but that would have been funny as hell. If you just randomly transitioned into like Storming the Beaches, Normandy, like yeah. Okay, I guess that's early. I feel like this is like the final ending. Oh shit! Wait, silly remix, HD remix. What? It's totally Kingdom Hearts. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer. Am I going crazy? The same as. I love this. Green light. So. This is cool, dude. This is like going through a library for this game inside of the game. How does this exist? Like, what? What is this? This is, narrator emails. I have a second trailer we sent out and asked people to email narrator for questions. Initially plan to use these for the promotionals, but never know. A selection of these emails. Well, the thing is, I don't know. Wait, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any of the other rooms? JRPG, I didn't mean more to go. Huh. Okay. Is this like the deluxe ending? What the fuck? The cargo lift. Soon. This is cool. Wait, I'm jumping into a different planet. However, I have this earlier version. Wait. What? I'm like learning about this game from the inside now. What the fuck? The Museum of Stanley Parable inside of Stanley Parable? Game design mock-up. I mean, that's kind of what it is, yeah. What the hell is this? We abandoned this one. Players found too difficult to remember. Was up and down. Yeah, that's so annoying. We placed two endings together instead. That's cool. Is this the...
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
Wait.
You can still...
Pee break.
Well, the lovely Alexa. Oh, I love this one. Carry away the hurt. I have a dog. Sounds horrible.
Oh God.
What kind of game is it? Puzzle game?
An experience kind of game.
I want to try it.
It's like, it's just really like, I don't know how to explain it. Like the narrator, he gains sentience.
Description.
Kinda, yeah. It's like the narrator gets sentience and like
Sounds awesome.
it questions existence and free will and like a lot. This game's crazy. Really crazy. Hold on one sec, guys. I gotta hit the bongle.
What is that? Oh, I love when they pray away the hurt.
Aussie Hat Club.
Save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press
Wait.
quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Escape and press
as long as
quit.
you move
Wait, hold on.
forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Wait.
Don't let time...
Asshole's gonna leave it to me.
I don't want to listen.
Asshole's gonna leave it to me.
Wait. What? Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wait, has it always been like that? Oh. What?
This is the story of a man named...
Wait.
I love that. So
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
I think I'm
decided to
missing,
go to the
like,
meeting room. Perhaps he had
one
simply
more
missed a
ending.
memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, left. Then we go upstairs to the boss. Press the code. Was it 48?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
48,
Feeling a
25?
wave
Something
of
like that.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up
I
to
think I
his
had the
boss's
numbers.
office, hoping
No.
he might find an answer
No,
there.
it's something 45. I
Coming
think
to a
48,
staircase,
45?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he
45?
entered his manager's office, Stanley
think it's 48,
froze in his
45.
tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all
shit.
alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone,
No, it's
paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour.
Was it-
But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas,
Oh,
it
no.
was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so
Wait.
devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Stanley was in such a
wonder
rush
if
to get
there's, like,
through
a
the
secret
story as
code
quickly as
you
possible.
input on this
He
and you
didn't
get a
even
whole
have a
different
single
thing.
minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new
Wait,
age
what?
music.
What? I didn't.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the
What?
open passageway.
I didn't put it in that quick, but sure. Okay, this is whatever. Go this way. And there's going to be the escape, the mind control. Oh. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Did escape already.
The lights rose on an enormous
Yep,
room
yep.
packed with
Just give me
television
the. Wait, can I
screens.
jump down?
What horrible
that
secret
would've been
did
cool.
this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find
did.
out?
I'm like cocking my head like I can look around it in 3D. Let's play it in VR. Let's get the cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
All right, this should be
individuals
last ending,
reduced
I
to
think.
images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had
Was
been
an elevator
manipulated
before?
to accept it blindly?
Oh, that's funny. They were saying in that thing about the up and down.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life
So
in
last
someone
time I think I
else's
turned it
control.
off.
Never.
This time I'm gonna turn it
was
on.
unthinkable, wasn't it?
Or,
was it even possible? Had he truly spent his
whatever.
entire life utterly blind to the world?
Hell yeah, he did.
But here was the proof. The
Wait.
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad
Isn't it
or
2,
content.
8, 4, 5,
Walking,
1, 2,
eating, working.
Why are these
all of it
buttons?
monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
No, it doesn't
Stanley
make
decided
sense.
that this machinery would
There's
never again
definitely
exert
more
its
endings.
terrible
I don't
power
know.
over another human life.
'Cause those wouldn't be
For
buttons
he
if
would
there
dismantle
wasn't
the controls once
something to
and
fuck
for
with.
all.
But we're gonna just go down this path and see what I get. So shut it off, turn it on.
Oh, Stanley.
Fuck you.
didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Hell yeah,
After
I
they
did.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah.
Stanley, I applaud your
Why not,
effort, I
right?
really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls
Let's
off
fucking leave.
and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to
Well,
do
I might
much
leave while
better
he's
than
talking,
that.
right?
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power
shut
you
up.
think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long on until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
What?
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Yeah, I guess.
All
Fuck
right,
it.
I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die
What you got?
anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have
Is
to
that
say
all the
this,
alternate
though,
endings?
this version of events has been rather amusing.
So he's
Watching you try to
Kang.
make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
What?
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
Am I
Time
supposed to
doesn't
figure
grow on
something
trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons.
Nah,
these
I'm chilling,
colored
bro.
ones, or maybe this big red button. Or this door.
Nah.
Everything, anything.
Unless you give me
something
like
here
some
will
number,
save me.
I'm fucking
Why do
chilling.
you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place
I already
is?
did. I solved it.
Stanley.
Yeah,
You're in
trying
for
to be a
quite a
Joker.
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world.
Nah, that's cool, bro. I'm lurking.
I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Go ahead.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No
What?
ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your
Oh,
friend,
it's very
or will you
famous.
let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Yeah, no,
Make
it's
it
it's.
count.
I like.
Don't. It's all the same.
a
to
lot
me,
of it.
All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your
Yeah.
individual life from the moment we fade
No,
in
it's very
until the moment I
psychological,
say,
existential. Yeah. Like it goes up there with Nier. Nier's a little more subtle in like the way that it explores these themes. This is more in your face. No, no, the fuck it does not. No, Nier Automata. Oh. But I'm gonna walk forward.
All of his co-workers were...
Wait.
No. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? What? Yeah, but Nier Automata is like, just play it. Similar to how I'm playing this game blind, just play it. Don't question, just get it on sale.
When Stanley came
10,
to
20
a set of
bucks,
two
I don't
open
fucking care.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hey, Scoot, left or right? Alright. Yeah, Nier Automata is like one of the best games I've ever played. So sick.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Why was there that bit in the beginning?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This just goes back into like the ending I had before, then like whatever. Oh, there's loading screen, I think.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe,
I think that's kind of
he
the
thought to
end.
himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I don't
Why
think
did
there's any
doors
other
close automatically
endings I can
behind
go
him
for.
wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simple?
In the game again. Resume the game. Quit to menu options. Extras. Achievement disabled. What? Why?
Repeating? No.
I think I beat it? I'm gonna call it there, I guess. Fuck it.